54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Cooper was the target there. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. That one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Be a long day for you.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Let's go. Let's do it.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No. 319. 54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. What? Go. The Twins.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Myles Garrett. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dearness Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Yeah, good job. That's the one you make it spin.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dancing to his left. That is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 14, Saints nothing.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And an alley to run. And he works free. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets it to Thomas. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Mahomes going to throw, being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers now on first down. And it's caught. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, shoot.
Rodgers again now. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 20 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw once more on second and 10. Mahomes. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
36.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Let's get this.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Hey, let's go. Alpha. Here we go. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
43.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Time to go. Night.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he gets this one to Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Slam, slam, slam.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
21, Saints 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down.
Check. 319. Check. 53's Mike. All day. All day.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go, big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Second down and goal. Mahomes.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Cooper was the intended target. On 1st down, it's Johnson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm going to come back to you.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Richard, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. It's 4th down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.